This part we're going to talk about the multi-dimensional acquisition. Keep in mind that all the information are in the user manual that we send you. Okay, so the multi-dimensional acquisition that we're talking about is actually this area. Okay, so you have different features here. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. So you have Z-stacks, time series, bleaching, house scan, position regions. Most of the time what you're going to use is Z-stack or tile scan. Okay, what Z-stack is, this basically means like here, so we're imaging the same XY position but different Z position, and you're imaging it kind of like a 3D printer, so you're imaging it layer by layer, so that way you get like a 3D image and you can acquire the relative Z information. Okay, the way that we can use this is first you click on Z-stack, okay, and then if you go all the way down here, you can have the multi-dimensional acquisition. You're going to see the Z-stack showing up, and you can open this up. I generally want to drag it out here. Okay, so basically this is the Z-stack interface. Here you have first and last or center, so those are the two options that you can choose. First and last, you're going to set up and tell the machine where you want to start imaging, set first, and where you want to end imaging, set last. Okay, and you can tell the system, for example, how many pictures you want, which is number of slides, or you can take it, tell the machine what's the interval in between each pictures. Either way is okay. If you want the best Z resolution, you want to click on optimal. Remember that this number is going to be different for each objective. So now I am on a 20x objective. If I use, say, a 63x objective, the optimal is 0.64 micron. So which means the best Z resolution will be a lot better than 20x, obviously. Okay. Otherwise, for example, I don't care about the interval. I just want to image 5 pictures along the interval, the range that we set up. Then I'm going to click on keep slice. Okay, and then I'm going to say I want to only image 5 pictures. Then the interval would change accordingly. Okay, so obviously the Z resolution will be lower in this case. Okay. So generally, we want to keep the interval, okay, so to keep our resolution consistent for all the images. So the way to set up, set first and set last, you want to choose one of the colors that you have here, okay, any one of the colors. In this case, let's say I want to use my DAP to set up where I want to start imaging and where I want to end imaging. Then I uncheck track 2 and track 3, only leave that P part, okay? And then I'm going back to live, okay? And then here I am going to zoom out a bit, okay? I am going to change the focus, okay? So I'm changing the focus all the way until I almost don't see anything, okay? So that will be, say, set first, okay? And then you go use the fine focus again all the way to the other side where I almost don't see any signal. Then set last, and this is a range for the nucleus, okay? So the range would probably be different if I use other markers. That's why you need to know which marker you want to use to set up the up and bottom. Okay, so now my range is here, which is about 11 something micron. Okay, so I can choose to again change interval or change number of slides. Here I'm going to keep them the same. Okay, and then we can check all 3 of the color. Okay, and then I can come back here. Here we're not going to use snap, we're actually going to use start experiments. Okay, so any of the settings that if we use here, we don't want to use snap because it's only for 2D image. Any multi-dimensional is more than one image, so we're going to use start experiment, and we're going to click on start, and then it's going to image one color and then the other color and then the other color. So generally you're going to not see much signal because that's one end of the setting. That's one end of the range that we selected. Okay, and slowly you're seeing more signal, and then after it's done, you're going to see all the range. If you do want to check, you can use the gallery. Okay, this is basically all the different Z position because we chose to image 6 slices, so we're going to have 6 pictures at different Z position. Okay, so I'm going to pause it here, and once it finishes imaging, I'm going to show you the final results.